Yo, what's good? Today we're reading Matthew 22:37-40, uh, which says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." Do y'all really think this is talking about your neighbor, like the guy that lives next door to you? Do you think this is about loving the person that lives next to you? It's not. That's not what it's about. This is about loving the Lord, which is you. You're the Lord. And God. God is consciousness. Loving your consciousness or what you see in your existence, right? Your consciousness is your existence, right? And everything is consciousness, right? We're all universally conscious, right? Can we agree? We're all conscious, right? And then with all your heart, they're all related to the elements. So heart is water or emotions. When Jesus walked on water, it was a depiction of him overcoming his emotions. So water is emotion, which is why they say heart. And with all your soul is fire, passion, right? You got a fiery passion, that's your soul. And with all your mind, your air is mind. That's depicted as mind, air is mind. So love them with those three elements. And your neighbor, which is the earth element, is your body, and that's you, but not necessarily you. Love your neighbor as yourself. Your body is your neighbor because your soul and your spirit lives independently from your body. So it's saying, love the internal and then love your external self. Love your internal self and love your external self. It's all about loving yourself. This is what this is about. It's not about loving the person who lives next door to you. Although, yeah, that's beneficial. I want you to do that too. But that's not what this is fucking about. It's not. You think it is. That's how it's supposed to be written. It's not for everyone to understand. It's for those that do understand it to fucking lead the other people to the right way. But you can't always know that they're leading you the right way. Love your neighbor as yourself. You are your body is your neighbor. Your spirit and your soul is yourself. That's you. Your body is not you. Your body is you in this dimension, but not overall. Your body is not you. When you die, you leave your body. That was your neighbor. He was living, your body was living next to you, next to your soul, your spirit, because that's actually you. Your neighbor is your body. Do you see what I'm talking about? I just wanted to clarify. By Lord, they mean your thoughts. Because, right, we can all agree. Somebody had to think for us to get here. Everything that you know, this board, somebody had to think of this to create it. Through your thoughts, you create it. So, the Lord is your thought. You have to think, right? You have to think for it. If Jesus didn't think the way that he thought, he wouldn't have been doing what he was doing. Can you agree? He wouldn't have been doing that. So, you have to think. The Lord is your thought, which creates your consciousness or your reality or whatever you see or perceive. You have to think it before you do it. It's all talking about your thought. And the thought is independent from the mind. The mind is the concept. The thought is the actual thinking, right? So your thoughts control your emotions. Your thoughts control your reality. Your thoughts control what you create. Your thoughts control everything, right? So love your thought. Love that you can think. That's what they're trying to say. Love that you can even fucking think. Because other animals cannot think. We can think. So we gotta love that. That's how we create. That's why we're able to create all this other shit and all the other animals can't fucking build buildings. I wanted to see this. Try replacing the word Lord and the word God. Replace Lord with thought and replace God with creation or creativity. So love the thought or the power to think and make thoughts. Your creativity. So thoughts, through thought, you have creativity, you have creation, right? So God created us, right? So when they say God created us, God created us. So creativity, he was creative. He created us all differently. That's a depiction of creativity. Can you agree? If he wasn't creative, we would all be the same. Can you see that? So love the thought, the power that you can think, that you're able to think, and that you're able to create through the thoughts that you think. So when you think of something, that's how you create it, right? Someone had to make this board. They had to think of it, then they had to create it. So the Lord was their thought. And then the creativity or the creation was God. That is God. When you create, when you paint, when you draw, you make poetry, that's an act of God because you're creating through your creativity and through your thoughts, which is the Lord. So the thought is your creation. Your thoughts, you created your thoughts. People can put other thoughts into your head, but you have to accept or not accept them. You created your thoughts. You create the way you think. So when I give you a book and you read it, you now think that way. And you created that because you read it and you accepted it. You have the autonomy to accept or not accept, right? I can tell you anything. You can say no, right? Just like when you read the book, you could have said no. So they're saying it's not their fault. It's your fault because you accepted it. So love the thought, your creation. The thought is your creation. You created your thoughts. You create your own thoughts. When I think of things, I create my thoughts, right? So